and welcome everybody to this first video about a different game. Today we're gonna check, let me just move my microphone a bit, sorry for your ears. So today we're gonna check a new game that is on CEMU, and as you can see it's Mario Kart 8. So we'll start right away, and the first thing I wanted to show you is multiplayer. Because we are in an Ultrawide, we have access to, let me just choose a random person here and a random player for me too. Because we are on an Ultrawide, we have a perfect way, so let me just, no team, whatever. I just want to show you quickly how it looks like. We're not going to play because I'm alone here, so playing two players, it's quite complicated. But I will show you that it works. So here is the performance you can expect on an Ultrawide when you have two players. Of course, as usual, the FPS is locked at 60. You can run better than that, but then animation and so on will be bad. So if we start here, so as I said, I'm alone here, so it's quite complicated. But as you can see, it's perfectly good. We have quite an interesting thing is happening is that we have two screens which are roughly the size of a normal screen. I say roughly because of course it's not 16:9 in both sides, but you have a really nice view from both of the let me run this one, for both of the players, so they can really enjoy the game without any problem. It's running at 60 FPS, 3440 by 1440, and everything runs as expected. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. We're gonna go for some single player mode, and let's do, for instance, a Grand Prix. We're gonna go for, I'm bad at it, I will say. I don't really play it so much. I just play it usually with my SO, because it's actually a really cool game when you play together. I'm not such a fan of a single player on this. Do we go for something? Let's go for this one. So you will see the performance that we can expect from that. It's actually quite good, as usual with games on this emulator. The text is blurry, every menu is blurry, but the rest is crystal clear. So as you see here on the image, every texture is perfect. Of course, it's not a game that looks like, let's say, Forza Horizon or something, but it's not the point. The point is to have fun and to share something. You can even play easily 4 players here. Whoa, it's going really fast. I don't think I've done 200cc before. I'm not really used to it. Whoa. So expect bad gameplay. But it's not so easy, alright. Wow. And as well, as in Breath of the Wild, the performance that you can expect from that is so much better than the Wii U and the Switch, even combined. Like for real. Oh. Uh-oh. Oof. And we are running with, on the bottom left corner, you can see 60 FPS, and, whoa, sorry, it's complicated to speak and play at the same time. We can see 60 FPS, we can see the use of, I didn't overclock the processor, just so you know. I did not overclock the processor. Usually I overclock it at 4.7. This time I wanted to play it with the, the normal, let's say, frequency of that processor, which is about 4.3 when you run a game. And you can see here that that it's running at around 16.67%. It's actually quite stable at that percentage, in the 16%, which is, so to say, nothing then for the processor to run this game. It's not an issue. It's just like running nothing basically. For 16% of the processor, yeah. And we have then, this game uses 4.7 megabytes of RAM. This is important to note because when you load the game, you will see that you're loading tons of shaders. You're loading around almost, actually a bit more shaders than Breath of the Wild, which is quite strange. But it's a different kind of shader, because you have a vertex shader and graphics shader or something like this, and they don't take the same amount of space. So here, and also, of course, the play area, if you wish, is much smaller than a Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild, you have to load the whole map. So, of course, it's gonna be much bigger than Mario Kart, which is, in this specific instance, just a kind of a stretched circle, and nothing else. So we still, anyway, use around 4.7 megabytes. I believe it will depend according to the map that you're playing on. I'm not sure about that. We'll confirm in the next race, actually. So we are two races in, and as you can see, we didn't dip in any way under 60, and I'm recording, as you can see. So the performance is perfect. We reached perfection for Mario Kart in this version of CEMU, at least. So I invite you to take it. It's free. The CEMU emulator is free. Of course, you need to have the game to do emulation. I let you choose if you emulate without having the game. I'm not here to judge anybody. But keep in mind that usually you must have the game to run it. Okay. What else can I say? Well, it's the best experience you can have of Mario Kart. It's perfect when you have, and I must say, you don't need. Oh, I really did something. You don't need such a powerful graphic card as I have, because I'm running right now with the 1080 Ti. It's of course overpowered for such a game. If I do this, yeah, we'll see that my GPU is running at 30%, which, let's face it, it's not a lot for GPU. Usually when you one day I'll do some videos about let's say more normal games like PC games such as Hitman or something like this, so you can see the difference in GPU utilization. Here we are in the 29% of GPU utilization. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. Plus 60% of the processor, so which means that even if you have an i5 with a 1060, or even better, a 2060, or any RTX card. I'm not sure about AMD, because AMD somehow, I don't understand why. I don't know if it's problem of the card or the driver or the people developing CEMU, but somehow the AMD and the Vega cards and the Ryzen CPUs and all of that, they have troubles with CEMU. I don't know why that is. I'm really sorry, my driving is shit. I don't know why that is, but I've seen comments like, yeah, I have this Vega or something, this AMD, and it runs really badly. And then another guy comes with an i3 and a 1070 or something. It's a really weird combo, but still. and his game runs perfectly. So I do not know really what is the issue, and if you have it, let me know. We can try to figure it out somehow if you can do a video. But I think until, and this is also a good point that I would like to mention, CEMU guys are working on a new API. It's really going fast. A new API for CEMU, which will take advantage of the Vulkan API. Right now, it's with the GPL Open G. I forgot the name. I forgot the name that the graphical API that is used. But they will use Vulkan soon, and Vulkan runs perfectly, and I'm probably even better on AMD cards and AMD CPUs than on Intel and Nvidia. So stay put. Hopefully it will change soon, and you'll have a better experience with CEMU in the couple of weeks, maybe months. I'm not sure when they will release that. But right now in CEMU, if you go to the option, you will see that you can choose between the current API and nothing, because it's not released yet, but the button is here, so we can expect it very soon. At least I hope. So in the meantime, what do you think of this version of Mario Kart running in CEMU? Isn't it difficult? Isn't it horrible? For real, I think it's the most fun and cool way to run. And if you have something like a somewhat powerful laptop, it will run also great, because you don't need so much power to run it, and you can even bring it to, okay, I'm saying bring it to school, but you shouldn't do that. But if you're the kind of person that brings its stuff to school to play with his friends and stuff like this, playing Mario Kart, you bring a couple of controllers. Every student must have Xbox controller or something. You can even run with a PS controller, PlayStation controller is going to be fine as well. So you bring that, you play with your friends. You can play up to, I believe, 8. I think. I'm not sure about that. 4 for sure, but 8. No, I think it's 4 only. Still 4 people. It's gonna run excellent. You don't need much power. You're basically good to go, and it's, in my honest opinion, one of the coolest game to play with friends. Gonna be second. Oh, that sucks. Well, better than nothing. So as you can see, we didn't dip under 60.00 FPS locked. We have a very small amount of resources needed to run that game. And just need to know that at the beginning it will load a lot of shaders. That's expected. Don't worry, it's not gonna take like Zelda 12 gigabytes of RAM. No, you only need, well, right now I'm using 10. That's because there is 4.8 of CEMU. But if you have a somewhat decent PC with 1060, an i5 and 16 gigs of RAM, you can run this game pretty much perfectly. So that is all for me. I hope you liked it. It was quite short. That's because I'm doing this before going to work and I don't really have so much time. So let me know what you liked, what you disliked. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know if I'm gonna continue on CEMU unless you have a specific game that you would like to see. But we'll see. We'll see. So have a nice time and see you in the next video. Bye guys.